Hi Sagittarius, here's your love reading. You are my favourites. You are the ones that have actually enabled me to move with my channel, and I always appreciate your messages, and Jeff particularly, thank you. So if you hear anyone, it's my dog. Anyway, here we go. So I've started off with these cards because I find them very meaningful, and of course we've got these have just come up. We've got these are the Sagittarius cards. You've got Sagittarius with Jupiter, which I took out of the pack. Of course, Sagittarius, you're expanding this year, not size-wise, weight-wise, I hope, although I'm eating chocolate. I don't know why I've got to stop. Christmas is over. And Jupiter is the planet of abundance. So everything it touches, it's going to expand. And I've said it before, if you've followed my videos, that Jupiter moved into Aries on May the 10th and moved into your 5th house of passion, of relationships, of true love. And your relationships are really dominant. This card came up as well. So I think, and I've said it before, that Sagittarians will be happily situated in love by May the 16th next year. Now we've got a Mercury retrograde, and this says messages. So I think there are going to be some important messages during this retrograde for you, because the retrogrades always deal with the past. So someone from the past may contact you. Whether you want them or not is another matter. But without a doubt, Mercury retrograde is the messenger of the gods. And when it's retrograding, it's usually someone from the past. Mercury always brings messages anyway, but this is a past person. Your person, if you love that person from the past, will be communicating with you telepathically and in either texting or in person. Spirit is the conduit of this, because Spirit does think that there's unfinished business between you two, and it's saying that if the mind is connected to the heart, then the communication will be good. If the mind is not connected to the heart, then it will cause trouble. So it's like someone is either treating this relationship in a sacred way or not. Perhaps the person in the past hurt you and they didn't treat it in a sacred way. If they've not had the necessary rebirth, if they've not had the necessary transit forwards, then they won't be worth keeping. And your intuition is going to be so strong that you will know whether they're going to be your pinnacle of heaven or not. But I think this person has gone through a rebirth, has gone through a change. So let's see what else comes up. So we've got the transits. What are they saying to us? Life is like an ever-moving circus. It's an ever-moving conveyor belt, isn't it? And you can't control people or things or events on that conveyor belt or that transit, because we just can't. If you want someone to stay with you, just because you want them to stay with you, they are not going to stay with you. Absolutely not. They're going to go if they need to go. I'm going to put this over here once I've dealt with them. So they're not going to go. And I think you have to learn that we can't control anything. All we are in control of is our responses to these things. So we now have to choose wisely, because Sagittarians in the past have not always chosen wisely. And that has become apparent in the way some Sagittarians live their life now, because a lot are going through a sad time. We've got here we've got confrontation and opposition. So this situation offers you a chance to burn through karma. If you can continually respond with compassion and tough love from your higher self, then take the high road. So when this person comes forwards and contacts you, don't be like a dripping blancmange in their hands. Go for it in a sensible manner and say that you weren't happy with the way they treated you, that this situation was totally inconvenient, caused you a lot of heartache and heartbreak, and has held you in a stalemate situation for a long time, but you don't see it now as you can let go of the upheaval, you can let go of the hurt, and you will only move forwards if there are no more obstacles in your path with this person, if they show a completely different attitude to the way that they were before, if they're going to treat it in a sacred way, this love of yours, because mid-heaven is where you want to be, the pinnacle of heaven, or heaven. And underneath all the worldly things that go with relationships, the sex, the dancing, the drinking, the happy chats, there is a soul's longing to belong to that other person. So if you're not going to belong to each other and live out your potential as two beings who are telepathic, connected and worthy of each other, then there's literally no point. So you have to listen to the call, you have to listen to what they're saying, and you have to listen to what your intuition is telling you. Now, this person might be an Aquarius, or if not, the Aquarius might be someone in your life that is extremely important in your everyday life, in your family life. It might be a child, it might be a parent, but an Aquarius is the most incredible of signs. They are very intuitive. They give you the best advice. And it might be you have a child that's an Aquarius, that's like an old soul on young shoulders. Listen to them. You don't need a lot of people's advice. You just need the closest people's advice. And so a card came up. And I think collaboration with Aquarians on your situation, on your life, how you feel in your relationships is a very good thing. So your 5th house and 7th house are going to be really, really empowered by Jupiter, especially from the 3rd of January, and that is today. So Jupiter's going to be really working hard for you now until May the 16th, 23. It wants you to be in love. It's going to bring this person to you, or lead this person to you, or lead you to this person if it's a new person, or lead that person back through matters of the head, through matters of the heart, through their spiritual connections, through their understanding of life. So we're going to look at their solar calm, their clarity, their clarification, your clarification with them, if there is one. Now, I don't know whether you meditate. I'm not very good at meditating, although I have tried. Some people are brilliant at it. Same with manifestation. I've realised that manifestation is all down to being grateful. The more gratitude you show, the more you can manifest. Link your wishes to your thanks. But here, this solar calm, it's saying it's not a time for you to push ahead or spark change. It's time for you to wait. If you try to motivate practical things in life, always, obviously in your work life, push ahead. It's time to make money, Sagittarians. But in your love life, I think in this case, it's saying wait for this person to get in touch with you. If you get in touch with them, you will never know how they really feel. You will never know the real details of the story. You feel the need, or you need them to give you reasons if it's going to work. It's a quiet clarity you need when they come back, and understanding. Otherwise, you'll always be like a match, tiny little light in the fog that really can't see very much at all. but you have to be patient, and the fog will clear in time. So you don't need to contact them. They will contact you. What you do with that is up to you. But we've got the Ascendant card here, which is a very important card, because it just says that it's the way up. It's going upwards. It's in your natal chart. The Ascendant tells the story of how you walked into this life at your birth, how you walk into any new situation. It describes the door through which you see the world and how the world sees you. And it's your filter system, and your awakening conscience will attract the right things to you. This is your rising sign as well. So whatever is your rising sign, mine's Leo, that's going to be tremendously important in the way you behave. You know, the Leo card is the strength of the lion. So you're going to show enormous strength if your ascendant is Leo. If your ascendant is Pisces, then you might sort of be like the hanging man. Oh, I'm indecisive. I don't really know what to do. Can I believe him or not? If you're a Virgo, if you're a Virgo ascendant or rising, then it might be that you feel that you have to hermit out to think about what the person said. But this, your ascendant, your rising sign, will show how you're going to approach this situation when it comes, but you will approach it in a very solar, calm, patient way. Sagittarians are the most patient people in the zodiac, and I think that that patience is really, really important, and it's shown its worth here because you've played the long game, even though you've been heartbroken for so long. And so many Sagittarians I speak to have gone through this experience. If you're a Sagittarius in love and happy, then be lucky, because it's quite unusual at the moment. Most Sagittarians have had a terrible 10 years. But here it's saying the front door is only part of the house. Be willing to look beyond the front door. Be willing to look beyond the appearance of that person, the way they come to you. Look deep into their heart and why when they explain why they did things, listen. Your own reputation is built on what you do and not how you look. And there are certain things now that are going to be more important to you than the way you were in your past, the way you looked, the way you dressed. What's going to be more important to you, or the way that person looked and the way that person dressed? What's going to be more important to you now is the spirituality of that person, how they have spiritually elevated. Are they spiritually elevated enough for you? Because Sagittarians are very spiritually elevated. Probably out of all the signs, they've developed spiritually the most. Only Aquarius matches them in terms of having left what's planetary important to most people. There's a spiritual awareness in you and an elevation of understanding for humanity and the world, and you care also about other people very much, not people that have treated you badly. And in fact, I think Sagittarians have gone off other humans a lot. They've tended to be quite solitary, and I think Christmas showed that. I think a lot of Sagittarians had a quiet time. They weren't part of the festive season as they always were, dressed in gold and silver and dancing about in high heels if they're a lady, or if they're a man, drinking beautiful drinks out of crystal glasses in opulent places, which is the Sagittarians of the past. The Sagittarians will have been considering not particularly all of them, the religious factor, but the spiritual element in Christmas, in the winter equinox, in the understanding that summer and spring come quite soon and the light brings a different feeling into the world, that other things need help in life, like the robins, like the homeless. So you're becoming quite activist, I think, in how you feel the world should go. Let's have a look at what the cards bring for Sagittarius. And I think you're also seeing that you are enough. Sagittarius, that you are worthy of happiness and love now. Before, I don't know whether you ever, I think you always thought, you always had a confidence in yourself and thought you were pretty special and deserved a lot. And because of the attention you drew to yourself just being a Sagittarius, you thought you were always going to get the magic, always get the miracles. Then you went through this really bad spell for 10 years and thought, oh my God, why am I not getting this? Am I not worthy of it? Other people, I see them walking down the street, their arms around each other, cuddling up, being in love, going home together, having babies, having a lovely house. Why has that not happened to me? But you've looked deeper into yourself now and seen it's not you. You are enough. It's the way the world wanted you to grow. The experiences you've gone through have made you grow and change. And it wasn't particularly through mistakes, although probably you didn't judge the situations right or choose things for the right reasons. Possibly you didn't choose a partner, understanding that a partner affects everything in your life, not only your mental health, but your emotional health, your physical health, your child's mental health, that there's more to a partner than just the sex and just the love feeling, although that is very important. You know that now you are complete the way you are, and you don't need another person to complete you. And in fact, your person, you have loved them probably for quite a long time and they've gone away, and you're thinking, well, I'm all right with or without them. I'm getting on with or without them. Maybe I don't need them as much as I thought I did. Maybe I've looked deeper in myself, and unless they give me what I want, they give me the respect I want, then I'm not going to bother with them. So here we've got some more cards which are saying that blessings are coming your way. Jupiter is giving you the abundance you need and the blessings you need, so don't even worry about that. Here we've got Jesus Christ and the miracle of life, a miracle of love, the miracle of the heart. And you are going to experience that miracle. You've been your own magician. And when that love comes to you, you will say, I found it. But you will have instinctively a sign from above or yourself that you're on the right track, because your instincts are so strong. And what I said about caring for others and animals, and the animals of the world, the robins and the animals that are being poached and the animals that are getting killed, you're developing into a different sort of person where all those things are important. So you are probably one of life's special people. Your learning experiences have been tough, but they've given you an element of beauty, of caring, of being someone really special. You really are more than enough. You are a wonderful being, Sagittarius, and it is a beautiful sign to have. It's a fire sign and it's the love sign, and this is your year of love, and you will have love, so please don't worry about that. And you are enough. If you've questioned whether you are enough or not, you are enough. Let's pull 2 cards here for Sagittarius, please, for messages that they may need. Child. So you have a child, or you will have a child, and that child you care deeply about. And you care also deeply about all children in the world, and want, you know, you'll worry about the children that are sleeping homeless, and you'll worry about children in orphanages, but your own child, you really devote yourself to being a fantastic parent, mother or father. And also, if you work with children, you will focus on that service. So I'm getting some of you working with children and really being someone special for those children, and giving them nothing but the best service in whatever capacity you are mixing with children. Let's look for love now. We want love messages for Sagittarius, please. This is a love reading, and I want to find out how love is going to come to you. It's going to be a miracle love. It's going to be a love that you have found and wanted forever and ever, and it's going to be a blessing with abundance from Jupiter, who's in your 5th house in Aries of love. So in the past, love's been a bittersweet affair for you. It's been good and it's been not good. The other person for you has always been impartial. I think Sagittarians have always thought, why have I never been loved absolutely deeply? I don't know whether you've had these thoughts. Why do people just love me in a half-hearted way? Why isn't there a proper balance? Why do I have to wear a veil? Why is there so much confusion in my love life? Why was there also fog around it? And like I said, if you contact that other person, then it will be like a little light of a match in the fog and it will go out. If you wait and use your patience, then the fog will clear. And instead of being confused with a lot of fog around you, you will be actually very, very clear on what you need, because your wisdom, your spiritual evaluation, your spiritual elevation, it has grown, and there's a tremendous wisdom has come with that. And it's got, that other person's going to see you and go like, I can't mess with Sagittarius anymore. I love Sagittarius, and they're going to persevere with you because they have to get through to you that they are different now. They were absolutely atrocious before. Whatever they did, it wasn't respectful. Although they had absolutely beautiful elements to them, they didn't show you the respect, or you were a third party will, or they put their work before you, or something was not right. They did not show you the respect you deserved. Are they coming back with the right heart? Are they coming back with the rebirth that you require? Let's see what comes up here. There's going to be a lot of joy in this reunion, or in their messages. You're going to feel the joy. They're going to explain. They're going to explain their workaholic behavior. The person was a workaholic. The person was very despondent, didn't put you first, thought they could get away with that, probably didn't tell you what they needed to. You are a very patient sign. They are impatient, but now they are learning the art of patience, and there will be a completion one way or another, and there will be expansion, which is what Sagittarius is all about this year. So the expansion is going to be there, Sagittarius. And if your expansion is going to be in the power of love, then it's going to come in the power of love. At the moment, you're feeling in a stalemate situation. You're feeling let down and betrayed by this person. This person could be a Virgo or a Pisces, but you're feeling very much like the Hanged Man. You've been hanging on waiting, and you are very patient, but your patience is sort of running out and you're getting a bit impatient. But don't let that, where's that impatience card gone? It's up there. Don't let that impatience spoil it, because you have to hold out. You have to hold out for your self-respect. So there you are in this sort of stalemate situation, confusion surrounding you. And feeling emotionally unfulfilled. And they too are feeling very emotionally unfulfilled. In fact, the workaholic that they were, they're feeling restricted and feeling very fearful, and work is no longer enough. No longer enough. Let's get some more cards to put on those. Where should this one go? Feeling let down or betrayed. There, the bittersweet. Leave these to here so I get enough room. And you are going to be enough for them. You're going to be more than enough. I want to pull one more of my oracle messages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Let's see what the messages are. Two more, please. Instinct. Your instinct's getting very strong now. It always has been strong, but now it's tremendously strong. Just listen to your gut. Whatever your gut tells you is the answer you need. And passion. Passion's going to come in. So you're going